Greg. Mike. Two bandits. Watching Bluey.
This episode's got Veranda Santa.
What up, party people, and welcome
You paused for like 12 minutes there.
to episode 52.
Oh my gosh.
Of Two Bandits Watching Bluey.
1 year later lines up very well with how the season works.
How about that? I'm your good pal, Greg Painter.
There is.
And with me,
Yes.
the Veranda Santa podcast host, whatever that means.
Ho, ho, ho.
His name is...
I'm like Martin. Howdy,
Buddy.
howdy. Ho, 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 actually.
We are here. We are at
Man.
the final episode.
No more clicking. No more scrolling.
No more scrolling. We can start at the top.
Woohoo.
Go down from here. And I think our lovely city of Syracuse knew that we were doing a Christmas episode today.
Yeah.
Because it's like 40 degrees Fahrenheit.
Happy September.
Outside right now. Happy September. I broke out my winter. I'm going up the Syracuse Hill to watch the currently undefeated Syracuse Orange play some football tonight.
Yeah.
And I had to break out my winter gloves.
Yeah. I took Finn up to the bus stop today, and I had his coat on. He's wearing 2 layers.
Why are you wearing his coat?
I should have, because I went out there in a t-shirt and shorts thinking, we're still good. Not looking at my phone, seeing it's 46 degrees outside.
Poor Em woke up. She came downstairs dressed. She had a little skirt on and a t-shirt. And it's like, oh, honey. And it's like, I'm big now. I can get dressed myself. You can't tell me.
Oh.
And I was like, I don't feel like fighting that fight. She walks outside for like 2 seconds. She stops like, yeah, I need pants. It's like, good for you, honey.
Rationale.
Yeah,
that's
figure
good.
it out.
Well, you know what's a good way to, what's a good time to give children clothing?
When?
Christmas.
Look at you with a stole my
I
segue.
hate Christmas when it comes to getting clothes for it, but you know what?
I love some good clothes at Christmas. There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm usually guaranteed the undergarments and socks in my and not the dog, but just socks in general in my stocking. That's all I look for.
Not the dog. What?
Socks. The dog.
Oh, socks. Okay.
You know.
I was like, you're not buying your dog underwear and socks?
No, and you're also not putting dogs in my stocking, hopefully, but
That's how you got
we're off the
next,
rails.
I thought.
Mike does a segue and the whole show goes upside down, folks.
Well, let's get it right back side up by talking about
Yep.
what our friends at Wiki Bluey had to say about this episode.
Hey, Greg.
Yeah.
What's a Veranda Santa?
It's Christmas Eve, and Dad and the kids are taking turns pretending to be Santa. But when Socks nips Bluey, and she refuses to leave her a present, they must all learn the true meaning of being good for Christmas.
Does Bandit learn that?
They all learn.
They all do learn?
They all learn. Even Stripe.
Uncle Stripe learns? Oh.
This is a fun one. We talked about, you mentioned this, and I did a little bit of deep diving afterwards. This episode came out 7 months after Daddy Put Down.
Wow, 7 months?
And only 3 months before Dance Mode. So this is closer to being a season 2 premiere than an episode or season 1 finale in time. But the good people at Wiki Bluey have deemed this the last episode of season 1.
Oh,
Disney Plus deems it last episode of season 1. So that's what we deem it too.
We're trying to figure that out, folks. We're all too busy in a fog. The fact that for some reason the 2 Bandits Watching Bluey is on IMDb. I don't know how that popped up there.
That's very strange, but okay.
Greg texted me the other day. He's like, "We're on IMDb." I'm like, "We did the thing." So we need to put our credits in there.
I've been in 10 movies and I'm not on IMDb, so I don't know how that happened.
I'm on there.
Good for us.
So Christmas Eve is at the Healer household then.
Yes. I was very confused too because that doesn't look like the Healer house to me. It
doesn't at first.
But it's so pretty.
It's awesome in there.
It's super crazy decorated. I am curious before we hop in.
Go ahead.
Are you a white light guy or are you a multicolor light guy?
We do white lights.
You do white lights?
Very much so.
So
And
classy.
the thing that made me happy is that none of the lights are on in this living room. And this is something Carrie and I do every holiday season. She's the one that incorporated that in my life, and I love it because we hang Christmas lights in our living room on the thing that comes between the wall and the ceiling. I don't know what you call that little corner. And you just put them all around the room. And you
Soffit?
Sure. Yeah, go, first try. I mean, if we need more soffits, I'm going to go to Hammer Barn, but I'll ask you to come with me. But if you have all the lights off in the house and have just those lights on during the holiday season, it just like sets that holiday mood. Oh, and that scene when they cut to, there's no opening scene of the house. It's boom,
It's just boom,
living
we're there.
room. And
Yeah,
I love the cozy vibe of that opening scene.
I personally like the multicolor lights.
Sure.
Beth is a big white light fan, so we got one of those fun ones that they just like blink back and forth.
Sure.
Well, they don't blink back and forth, but you can like set them. Like I get my day, I get my custody of the Christmas tree lights, and then she gets her custody of Christmas tree lights. And
Big
every now and
bulbs or
then,
little bulbs?
We have the ones that transition in and out.
Ooh.
Middle-sized bulbs. We
Okay.
don't have those big beefer ones, but no, I'm with you. We like to sit out on our veranda,
Yes.
also known as a porch to us Americans.
We do have a screen
And we
porch
have
also. We do the same thing.
We have surrounded by the white
great,
lights, the
man.
big bulbs, and it's just nice and relaxing.
It got me giddy for, like, even though it was cold outside today, just seeing that vibe makes me just super excited. And also just that opening, like, there's board games that are in the midst of being played. People are just like, Stripes just
There's a lot of stuff in the scene that makes me happy. We've got Stripe on the ground, Muffin playing with Stripe's ears, Trixie on the floor just sitting there with a glass of wine next to her.
sure
We got
She
Mom
was in,
there
like, yoga
with
posed.
with a glass of wine next to her.
chilling,
Bandit's got his coffee.
leaned back like a champ, and he's got. I love the coffee mug next to him. It's got the paws of a paw print, but underneath it, it's a number one. Like he's
Like
number one dad.
Yes. Also, very much like Socks is sleeping in a puppy bed.
Yes.
Like just
oh
like
my
a
gosh.
regular, not in a crib, not in a whatever, just like a little puppy bed.
Straight up little puppy bed, and just Socks is great in this episode, but that's neither here nor there. But it's just it has that. It feels like Christmas already happened. As weird as that sounds, like I know the gifts are still wrapped and all that kind of stuff, but Christmas Eve for me used to be, going to the grandparents' house, being dressed up for it. We're having ham for dinner. It's gonna be a very classy kind of evening versus Christmas Day where it's just lounge. So
I'm a little sad. Where's Nana? Where's Bob?
oh
Where's
yeah.
Grandpa?
Well, that's where it's interesting is because Christmas Eve is at the healer. Well, they're all healers, but Christmas Eve is at Bandit and Chili's house. But Christmas Swim happens at Stripe's house, right?
Yeah.
So, is it? Do they do Christmas Eve there, and then Socks and everyone goes home, and then they go to Stripes on Christmas Day, and that's where Nana pops in because maybe Nana's just a little tucker. Maybe she's got services to go to.
That's
and
true.
She could be a nighttime service gal and get that done. I don't know. We don't know.
They have Jesus in the healer universe based on the star at the end of the episode, so
This episode's called Christmas Mass.
Jesus confirmed in the healerverse, I guess.
Sure. Yeah, you did it. What kind of dog would Jesus be? No.
Well, that's a hard step right there. But here's another important question:
Sure.
is this episode
Yes.
and Christmas Swim the same Christmas season?
That's what I was going to ask you too.
Ooh.
Is it day one and then day? Well, I don't know because how does double babysitter come into play with that too? Because in Christmas Swim, where Bartleby shows up, they do the
that's a good
FaceTime
point.
call with other brother.
So it's got to be the next year.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know
Either,
for
either
sure.
that or they move fast.
Yes. Hey, Greg, how do you like your custard?
I like it as a rock band in Australia.
Ooh, oh, touche!
Boom!
So you like it hard, like rocking hard. I like cold custard because I like Boston cream pies. Custard's like a pudding. It's delicious.
I didn't know what custard was for a very long time because the ice cream shop in Governor, New York, shout out Governor, New York.
There you go.
Was
See?
called the Custard Cottage. Mm-hmm. And it sold ice cream.
Sure.
It might have sold custard too. I don't think
There's
it
only
did
one
though.
way to find out if they're a sponsor.
But for the longest time, I just thought custard was ice cream.
Uh-huh.
And just a fancy name for it.
Um,
I still don't really know what custard is, Mike. I'm going to say that right now in front of our millions of followers and listeners.
Sure.
I don't really know. Hey, like, what's a custard?
I think it's like a pudding. I think it's like a vanilla
Okay.
kind of like Boston cream pie kind of pudding.
Yeah, then why would you want that hot?
That's what
No, hot pudding off the stove is pretty dang good. After it sets for a little bit.
Wow, we're never gonna get to this episode. Oh man,
What's your favorite flavor pudding? No, we gotta do this. We gotta do this.
I mean, I love me some chocolate pudding, man. It's just pretty straightforward.
Butterscotch. Bluey!
Ooh,
Bluey! It's doing things.
Bluey is doing things.
Trying to sneak a peek at presents.
Yes, sure she is. Yeah, nope. Cool. We can keep going with the story. I don't have anything for that exact moment.
For this, we usually got one present on Christmas Eve. Well, actually, we would go to my grandma and grandpa's house.
Yep.
Out up in Elmdale. Shout out to the 3 people who live in Elmdale.
Going everywhere today. Where in the world
And we
is
would
Greg
do
Painter?
presents there, so we get plenty of presents.
Yep.
And currently we go to Canastota, shout out Canastota, with Beth's family and do presents there. But we never really had one of our gifts open
Sure.
the night before type of thing.
Yeah, and I think it's you know, when I was a kid, my parents had things laid out of this is present number 1, and it goes all the way to like present number 6, and they have them laid out of which one they want to give at one point in time because they all have to coincide.
Ooh.
And well, they don't want to give
Those Martins always big players.
underwear over here, and then Mike gets a new guitar amp, and my brother's like, oh man, I got underwear. So they had things kind of build up in value together as they were going along.
I see.
But I think we started last year to do the one present for Finn. And it's cute, it's fun, but it can't be something to take away from the splendor that is the holiday morning. So, I don't know. I could see them doing a small gift that night, or maybe doing the stockings beforehand.
Doesn't sound like it.
No, not at all.
Santa
It's
does
like,
not bring
back
presents to naughty kids.
And then where do the presents come from?
What's that?
Where did the presents come from then?
Santa doesn't bring presents to naughty kids. So naughty kids don't get
Where are the
presents.
ones that are under the tree?
Well, those are from Dad,
Oh,
Mom, and
whatever.
Aunt Trixie, and fairy godmothers, and all those sort of people, Mike.
Nana? She's busy.
Grandpa Bob, when she remembers that bingo exists.
Oh, man. It's going to get messy out there.
Muffin doesn't know how Santa gets in without a chimney, though. That's
Muffin
her big
asking the real
question.
questions. That's true.
Probably uses the veranda. Mm-hmm. And then, not gonna say my favorite thing, but
Bingo out of nowhere.
I was very much because I did the whole Mike thing where I paused the screen at the start and I was like, oh, there's that and that's that. So I was like, where the heck's Bingo in this scene?
Yep.
And then just jump scare, bam, middle of the presents.
Bandit's sitting there looking at Bluey like, don't touch that one, and Bingo is just going full
She is one with the presents.
rogue. She's dressed up as present. You can't see her in the background.
Let's play Veranda Santa.
Oh, yay! Oh, classic Uncle Stripe.
Poor Uncle Stripe, Muffin excited to play, hops off the couch, right into sensitive bits of poor Uncle Stripe.
Does Uncle Stripe move in this episode outside of the last like 30 seconds? Because I think he maintains that same location throughout the entire thing.
They
He's
just
down
ate
and
all the ham or all the turkey or both.
see, that's like Bandit has to
a
have
cocktail
some,
or two.
let's say Bandit has to have some tea because Stripe had all the eggnog. It's,
Could be eggnog in that cup.
huh? Yeah, it could be.
Could be.
Yeah, absolutely. I like me some eggnog.
Like eggnog hot or cold?
Cold.
Cold?
I do like cold eggnog.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever had hot eggnog. Is it good?
I don't know if I've ever had eggnog either, now that I say that out loud. No, something to do this Christmas.
I was gonna say, we're gonna
unless
grow-
it kills us.
Just wait until we start talking about episodes where we're like, this episode's brought to you by eggnog.
Muffin, though, has to say sorry.
Yep.
Because if you don't, Santa will know.
Muffin's so great here. She spazzes. Oh my god!
Eyes big, freaking out. I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
He's still
It's
growing
okay,
old.
Muffy.
It's all right. He pets her on that. Like he's used to Muffin. He's used to this is Muffin style. She's just go. All right. I'm sorry. It's all right, kiddo. I gotcha.
Bluey getting into her own head right now, bumps into Chili, spills her Pavlova.
Pavlova.
Yeah. Bonjour.
Oh.
Sorry. Not saying sorry to Mom though. Just looking to the sky.
Right. That's Bluey's got a little bit of a know-it-all snarkiness to her in this episode that kind of irks Mike a little bit. Enough to where I have to talk in the third person because
Bluey had some moments.
yeah.
Bluey had some moments for sure. Big difference between this Christmas and our today. Looks like a beautiful evening.
Sure.
The grass is green. It's nice out. The veranda is open and people aren't shivering.
Gorgeous out there, man. Like when it cuts to it, we'll talk about the snow globe in a moment.
We'll get there.
But have you ever played Veranda Santa before with the Littlies? Do they the Veranda Santa? You ask this to me a lot when we get to a game.
I don't really think that we do.
Sure.
I don't think this is one that really cut. We may have at some point, but it's not one that stuck for sure.
Oh, it sticks over here.
Oh, yeah?
Finn, man, for some reason, these last couple episodes of season 1, these are his episodes, and Carrie and I will be sitting on our screen on the porch, just hanging out, enjoying the sun, and he'll just come in and be like, it's Veranda Santa! We're like, okay. He's like, close your eyes, there's no presents! And we have to pretend we're asleep, and he'll just run away, and he'll come back, and he'll put like a block behind me and a Mario car behind Carrie.
Ooh.
It's Christmas! Be super excited. My favorite thing is then he says, it's your turn, Daddy. And I'm like, let's do this. And so I make him lie down. Carrie has to fall asleep. But this Veranda Santa comes back with the most random things to where I walked up with a broom and just put it behind Finn. So he wakes up in the morning. He's like, oh, It's a broom. They took our entire pantry box of pasta one time and made Carrie sit up and just shoved an entire box of pasta behind her. Like, it's Christmas! She's like, I got lasagna noodles. Really? Yeah!
That is a very healer gift to get.
See,
They like their pasta.
They like their pasta. Veranda Santa is so fun. So fun. Until you play it 26 times in a row. Then you're like, good God, man. Clean up. Oh.
Muffin, Bluey, bingo. Go to sleep. Dad's Veranda Santa at first.
Mm-hmm.
But no peeking.
Kinda
no
weak.
presents if you peek.
Kind of weak gifts here. Ho, ho, ho.
Well, I was about to say with your
Well,
and pasta.
I can't. I can't.
Because it's not about the gifts. It's about the experience.
Aww.
It doesn't matter if it's a snow globe shaving cream or a pencil case. Mm-hmm. Bingo's pencil case.
Oh,
We're
eyebrows
good
kick
there.
in. Kick in.
But like I said, Bluey being a little know-it-all, Bluey being a little trying to start trouble. And
Yep.
Because Bluey is Bandit.
Okay.
Like they are in the way that I feel like Chili and Bingo
click?
have a lot of click. Bluey is that chaotic crazy of Bandit, but in a 7-year-old form.
Okay. Why do you say that?
Well, she's always trying to take play to the. Not to skip 5 minutes into the show, but when Bandit grabs Bingo, and then Bluey grabs Stripe.
Sure.
There's a lot of outside of the episode copycat.
Yep.
There's a lot of dad copying, and there's a lot of being dad, and just the way that
can
she
see
talks
that.
when she says, "I'll set you straight, mate," and stuff like that. When she has those moments, she very much feels like her dad's daughter.
I can see that. Yeah, and you see a lot of those that happen a lot in other episodes. I think Carrie called it out. I don't remember which one off the top of my knowledge, but she literally does a side by side callback to a phrase that Bandit says in the episode. I think it is in Copycat. Where
Does it barbecue too?
Yes, where she's just right in the beginning where he's setting up the grill and all that. So yeah, I can see that absolutely.
But her cheekiness starts with opening her, no peeking. She peeked.
She did peek.
She was trying to see
Pumpkin
what happens.
Eater. That's true. Maybe she wants to see if it's actually Santa. You don't know. But Bingo getting that shaving cream. Good for her. Muffin's so happy with her snow globe. She's loving life. She's super
She is.
pumped.
Bingo's mad though. It's my pencil case.
That's right.
Snatches it away.
Could have bartered. Could have said shaving cream for my pencil. Well, I mean, it probably is. I mean, it's their house, so he walks into their room and
And Bandit could easily have done a
Swapped it.
switch there.
yeah.
Like when he was Santa, when he was ho, and hoeing, he could have easily just did a switch. He probably didn't realize.
No.
I don't think I could tell you which pencil case in my house is Emily's and which is Olivia's. Sure, they could tell me though.
I don't think I could tell you which one's Carrie's and which one's Finn's. That's okay.
Ooh,
I'm
that's
good at
impressive.
that. Yeah, no. Snow globe. I got super excited. I was like, oh man, I want a Santa surfer snow globe. So I started Google searching like, oh, there has to be one somewhere. So and I started with Australia, and then I was just looking Santa surfing snow globes. Nothing. But the only thing I could find were search results of big outings that they do where people dress up as Santa and surf in Australia on Christmas.
There's Scott.
I know. I was a quick Google search. I would say.
I have seen in the real world Santa at least in like beach shorts,
Sure.
and sunglasses.
I want that exact one.
Oh, poor fella.
There are like Aldi commercials of like Santa's surfing, and it's something about getting your Christmas ham. There's like 25 Santas surfing. I'm like, cool. And they are all holding hams. I'm like, okay, Aldi, get it. But yeah,
Bingo apologizes to Bluey.
yes, she does.
Bluey will not accept the apology though. And I'm not sure if you caught this when we were recording,
Okay.
but when we were doing our watch along there,
Sure.
and I just went, oh.
Yeah, you had a big old moment there.
I did, because Little Miss Olivia,
Okay.
you know her, right?
Yep, been around her.
She can be cheeky sometimes.
Yes.
She can push a little bit more than she should, or
Sure.
behave a little naughty, accidentally
Figure out
not
the
pay attention,
boundaries.
whatever. Sorry. And then just kind of move on with just like, well, honey, that's not really how that works. So I can't remember, she bonked my head or something.
Uh-huh.
And she just like, sorry, and just kept walking. It's like, no. Sorry doesn't work here, honey. You need to actually feel bad. No, I said sorry. You have to accept stories. You can't ever not accept a story. And it's like, I can, and I am. You need to mean it. I mean it. It's like, you're 5 and I'm not going to pursue
I
this
was
any
going to
further.
say, how far are you pushing this argument there, Greg?
But then seeing that, I was like, oh.
This is where she's picking this up? Oh, man. Yeah,
She knows Santa doesn't like kids who don't accept stories.
There you go.
Or
Cool.
parents. She's trying to look out for me.
That's right.
She did her job. She's safe with Santa. She's like,
said
Daddy,
sorry.
you are not going to get presents.
Yeah, don't you put this naughty list on me. You put that away from me.
I didn't very much enjoy well, that was easy.
Yeah, no kidding.
Just throw down the Santa name.
Boom. 7-minute episode, 3-minute foreshadowing.
Boom, shakalaka.
Got it. Oh man, now
Now we got.
socks.
We're not quite there yet.
At socks.
We're not, because now it is Bluey's turn to be Santa, and Bandit just launches himself on the bed.
He does jump right on them.
And once again, the very cheeky Bluey. Gotta lean back. Ho ho ho!
Oh, no kidding!
As loud
there.
as she could.
Bluey.
That's a big spike there. Sorry,
Yeah,
everybody.
it's okay.
Everybody jumps up. Oh, you opened your eyes. No presents for you. The look of the devil in young Miss Bluey's eyes there. She was just
Cheeky.
so proud of herself.
Oh, gosh.
She enjoys the power.
Yes, she does. Very much so. Very much so.
She is in charge.
This is an episode where, you know, she's also pushing her boundaries. She's playing a little bit of an Olivia card there, seeing what she can get away with and being naughty, and not apologizing to the parents, but apologizing to Santa.
Exactly.
That's all that she's apologizing to. I don't think that she actually looks at anybody and say that she's sorry throughout the entire episode. Maybe.
You know what she's doing? She's being a real stitch up.
Real stitch up. My goodness. What a stitch up.
Do you know what a stitch up
I
is?
do not, actually. I just laughed at the turn of phrase, just thinking it's a what a crock job. What a stitch up. So maybe it's a rip or a tear that's poorly reconstructed.
To manipulate a situation so that someone is placed at a disadvantage or wrongly blamed for something.
Oh.
It is informal British slang.
Okay.
I like that. I like stitch up.
I'm okay with stitch up joining the forces of vernacular and vocabulary that we're getting from Bluey here. This is great.
Gotta love
stitch
it.
up. Oh man, love the snow globe. Love it. I was curious, like, because they keep cutting to it, and I was curious if there was something that changes in the snow globe every time it cuts to it. But I think it's just a constant of this is what's going on in this family experience. It's a holiday day, and don't worry, it's all good because Santa's got a surfboard and the flag set up for the tide. It's good.
Muffin gets her remote.
Yes.
Bandit gets his salamander. Bingo gets her TP.
After doing their sorry faces.
The triple please face. That's a toughie.
Oh man. Oh, it was please faces. I'm sorry, not sorry. But it was not sorry. It was please. Boom.
If I were the real Santa,
How do you follow
I'd
that?
give me lots of presents.
Oh, Bluey.
Boy.
Bluey, little one.
Not sure how that's how that works.
It's one of those things where the kid knows too much in the situation of what she's supposed to be doing, and it's she's playing that card exclusively.
Trying to work the system.
This card exclusively. That one exclusively. Bluey, just enjoy the experience. Come on, kid.
And now,
Do.
Socks is here.
I love kid socks, not children's socks.
They
but...
don't fit on your... Oh, you beat me to doing it.
Whew, cover my face.
Ah,
Lightning quick. Much like socks running on all fours. Love it. It's still a little one.
still a little one, tongue out.
Oh.
It's Bingo's turn. Socks gonna be my helper.
Yes.
Good on Bingo.
See?
Good on Bingo on this moment.
We've got this. Come on. And put on I don't know if Socks is wearing the antler ears or not yet, but I love that. That's super cute. And
At the very least, when Socks is the helper,
yes.
she is.
Yep. It's just, we didn't include.
Gotta love it.
1-year-old. 1-year-old's not going to know what they're doing.
But here's exactly case in point. Bandit gets cheeky bandit moment, and
Okay.
while Bingo's delivering a block and a paint roller,
Yep.
which I really hope that's not wet paint.
I would assume the healers are not going to leave that out willy-nilly in the middle
You
of...
never know.
I mean, they have not opened up gifts yet, so I don't know where the paint roller's hiding.
Bingo gets picked up by Bandit, sucking his thumb.
Teddy bear.
Teddy bear. Again, Bluey, I want to play too.
See?
Do the same thing to Socks.
It's a 1-year-old. It's a 1-year-old. Now, I mean, I had a 1-year-old, but I can't really recall time frame. What they got teethers at 1 years old?
They got some just like my dude.
I have a kid. I don't remember when teeth
They're
started.
dogs.
I get that.
Got puppy teeth.
Puppy teeth
hurts.
are flip mode squad dangerous. They are razor blades. They are. I've gotten bit a time or two by Baby Max, and that was.
Socks goes full Ace Steel to Kenny Omega.
There you go. See,
Big old bite.
leaving a mark on it. Okay. I can understand the reaction that Bluey has in that moment. What?
We get bit with puppy teeth. That hurts.
Yes, that's true. That's very true.
It
But
wasn't even on accident. It was on purpose for no reason, Mike.
for no reason, bull hockey. You're just snagging Socks out of nowhere. Socks doesn't know what's happening. You could be Krampus just showing up and taking her away.
But she's only one. She doesn't know better.
Yeah, it's true,
You have
man.
to teach her. And that is a sentence that I think Emily is super sick of hearing me say that about her little sister. You gotta teach her. She sees what good is by watching you.
Couple years younger, doesn't quite know.
Wait for her to say, it's like, I don't care.
So that conversation's happening. While that's happening, Socks is just staring off in the distance, just breathing heavy. And at one point in time, as they're discussing it, Socks continues to keep breathing heavy, and they just look away. They're like, whatever. I mean, they're not paying attention. They're one.
Yeah, they're one. They're just happy to be there.
Like, they could have been just playing with the tennis ball in that situation. It might have not been a gift. Maybe they were just like...
Well, it's gone and passed, and it's over. So who's going to be Santa next?
Oh, gosh. Grudge-holding Bluey.
That stares right at Socks.
Me. Heavy breathing. Stops.
Stomps off as hard as she can with her little healer legs.
Miss Bluey.
Strap yourselves in, kids.
And Bandit knows. He totally knows, but you don't want to stop the fun, because if you stop it all, then everyone's bummed. Yep.
He should have known. This might be one of those moments where Bandit could have thrown a "remember we're nice to everybody" moment right out there.
Yeah.
But that would have ruined the rest of the episode.
Bluey had a moment to stew and build up even more rage and hold a grudge even a little bit harder.
I love the light Nutcracker Suite playing in the background while
well done.
Ninja Bluey is just flip-flopping around.
A lot more stealth than the ho-ho-ho screams. That's for sure.
Now, before we get to the main event here,
Ooh.
Bandit gets purple underpants.
Sure.
Shout out Bumpy.
Yep.
Muffin gets baked beans.
Sure.
Shout out the grannies.
Yep.
Bingo gets one of these, a.k.a. fidget spinner.
Yes.
Was there an episode with a fidget spinner that I'm forgetting? Was there a fidget spinner episode that was on the cutting room floor? Because I feel like again, with this being 7 months after the first one's released,
they're
it was
callbacks
like
and shout outs to.
Yeah, I don't remember a fidget spinner.
I don't either.
I wonder if there was a dropped episode with a fidget spinner, or if it was just random things, and we are two 30-something dudes going way too meta on this moment.
I mean, we're 51 episodes into this.
But where's the fidget spinner?
Where's the fidget spinner? Like, is this the ultimate long dog where there's one fidget spinner hiding somewhere?
Ooh!
Oh man!
All right, sorry, we can't do season 2 now. We've got to go back and rewatch every episode.
Slowly.
There's only a way that we could do that.
Oh man!
Foreshadowing.
Da, 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 da. I can't. I don't know. I really don't know. That's a straightforward Mike statement. Mike is unsure about that.
What did Socks get?
Nothing.
She loses.
I think it was
Good day, sir.
I think it was just a bottle.
It would have been, but then it wasn't. She's won, though. That's what she wants.
Yeah.
Is it?
I don't know.
Wait a second. When do bottles stop?
See, that's what I mean.
Around 6 months, solid foods are introduced, but I think bottles still rock for a while.
Yeah, I think he was
and different people do different things.
Sure, I mean,
differently.
You still use your bottle too, so.
Yeah, when I need it.
See, got you. That's it. It's just of all people, and she was like, Socks wanted in, Socks wanted to play, Socks was down to clown.
I guess Veranda Santa doesn't give presents to kids who bite people.
Who has?
I don't know if Socks realizes that wasn't real Santa.
The
sadness in your eyes when I just said that.
That is sadder than sad, dude.
Socks got sad and just pieced out. Also, I get that Trixie might have had a glass of wine or two.
Sure.
I get that old Stripes just happy to be in a chair.
Syour
If your 1-year-old runs outside in the middle of the night,
crying,
maybe do something about it.
on all fours, doing the not just walking like a. It's still a little pooch. Oh, I would console the heck out of Socks. I like Socks a lot in this episode.
Also, great moment. Socks runs away. Bluey. Whee! Bingo just flicks the fidget spinner.
Maybe this was the introduction of the fidget spinner.
Now every episode going forward, there will be a fidget spinner.
Is that your favorite character? Oh,
Mom and Dad think Bluey should say sorry.
Sure.
But she doesn't think so. She didn't do anything wrong. Santa only gives you gifts if you're nice.
That's right. Is it when Bluey kicks in the door and screams that it's Christmas, though? I think Muffin is actually falling asleep at this point in time, because when Muffin does wake up, she's got the half open eyes and she kind of rubs her eye like she was down. And I think there was a little bit of heavy breathing where you see that one's like, Muffin just...
Oh, she's a Lily and it's getting late.
I know. Irish,
She had a lot of turkey too.
she is her dad's daughter, too. Like, keep that in mind. Stripe is pretty much not there hanging out. He's not going to remember much about Veranda Santa Eve. Oh, man.
But mom and dad trying to teach, it doesn't matter if Santa brings you presents. It matters about being nice. And this great lesson of being nice and how to treat people nicely while Bandit is sitting on his brother who is passed out on the floor.
Oh, from Stripe. I watched the episode a handful of times. That's always the case. But when I watched it again, I was just focusing on so much. When he sits down, I didn't see Stripe was the chair at first. So he sits down and he gets Stripe to get... it's right there, man. Why are you going to sit on your brother like that? Because they're brothers.
Exactly.
They putz around and crap on each other. It's great. Oh, man.
We try to find out why is the reason to be nice. And we're outside and we see poor Socks.
Some outdoor display action going on at the Healer household.
That's a great... We haven't zoomed out to the full display to the very, very end.
Sure.
But the reindeer...
The reindeer
is
being
pretty
kangaroos.
Great. And was what?
On top of the house.
Oh, on top of the
end.
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
The reindeer is
But the reindeer in the yard, and then there's a koala and a Santa.
There is a koala and a
makes me
Santa
happy.
climbing a telephone pole
Makes
there.
me happy.
That would make me so happy. And they're shrubbery. I mean, when you see a lot of the opening scenes, and maybe the 7 months have passed for the Healers, because typical shrubbery, like you can see their fence and then their actual, just fence right outside of their porch. But there's just shrubs everywhere on the Healer household in this episode. So
What's the deal with the Healer neighbors, though? There's like hardly any decorations anywhere else.
Slackers.
Exactly.
Come on, Doreen.
We've got a lot of
Pat, where you at, dog?
a lot of non-denominational dogs hanging out in town, or just
Pat,
bunch of Grinches.
What's with the lights, Pat? Done my hammy. Oh, sure. Yeah, Pat. Go ahead. Puh.
But it is a very Griswold-esque house, though, for the Healers. It's a little much. Maybe the rest of the neighbors, like, we don't have electricity left because of you people.
We also don't have the income as Bandit and Chili. Oh,
But
good
Bluey,
stuff.
Bluey, imagine if Socks did that to you. And Bluey kind of realizing, you'd be nice to be nice.
Imagine if Socks did to you what you did to her, I think is the way that she put it.
Yeah.
Which is funny because what if you turned the tides a little bit and said, Socks, what if Bluey did to you what you did to her?
Socks is one.
Bluey walks up and just goes, hi.
Socks is one. You
I
gotta look
know.
out for the littlies.
Wait, okay, bring this, even further then. Hey, Greg.
Yeah?
If your 1-year-old came crying into the living room about something that happened, and you both kind of neglected for a second, would you let her go to sit at the front end of the front lawn?
That's what I'm saying. If your kid runs outside crying, maybe check that out.
Stripe, what's going on?
There are cars still in this world.
I know, it's a cul-de-sac, but still, folks.
We didn't let our kids play in the front. We still don't really let our kids play in the front yard.
I've got to
Get it together, Stripe and Trixie.
Oh, the holiday season is crazy out there.
Anyway, Bluey apologizes, explains she was mad.
Lick, lick.
Oh, so cute.
Oh, you got
But Socks can't talk.
Socks can't.
So I'm mad that you bit me. I'm gonna kiss it, make it better.
She
That was
roughs.
basically a kiss it, make it better moment.
I think when they were sleeping, I think it said that Socks trilled because she didn't snore. It was like, so it was cute. It was in the caption.
adorable.
I saw it this time.
Way to parent somebody else's kids, Bandit and Chili. Fixing
I
problems.
mean, yes and no. I mean, they brought out the
They
consolation.
made sure that Socks didn't get hit by cars.
That's
or
also true.
Stolen by the Grinch.
Unless
Unless-
invisible fence.
Oh no! Socks does not have a shot collar. Not on Christmas, at least.
Sorry.
Everything ends happy. We're
Yes,
in good
it
spirits. It's Bandit's time to be Santa. Veranda Santa again.
Oh, Socks finally.
Whisper.
That's right. Because somehow they were able to get Uncle Stripe up.
Time for bed, kids. That's enough sinister plotting.
That's right.
We get some crushes, bangs, bashes.
Mm-hmm.
Ho, ho, whoa, no!
So when he shuts the door there, the whole family is in the bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
I'm grabbing at least a big gulp of eggnog right there. Like that's a moment where like everyone's planning something. You know what? Santa's showing up late for at least 20 seconds this year because I know you're gonna come at me when I walk in that door.
Viciously attacked.
Bunch
Trojan horse in the bed of just a bunch of pillows.
of pillows. Where are they all hiding?
Ransacked. Veranda Santa's just trying to do his job.
Trying to do his job. feathers in the credits. It's
No, not feathers in the fade out.
Mm-hmm.
In that beautiful, beautiful house.
Oh, that's right. You get the whole pan up with all the stars. Easy to
All
find in this
stars,
episode.
Even the Jesus star.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's perfect and great. Border Collie? No, it wouldn't be Border Collie. What would Jesus be? Anyway, Mike.
Yeah, I'm thinking too, though. I'm like side thinking on that one. Hey, Twitter, hit us up.
Hey, Twitter, what kind of... Oh, dear me. Hey, Mike, what's your favorite thing?
Oh, gosh. My favorite thing today, I had a couple of them. I think it was when Muffin did wake up when she was still actually asleep. That just that did give me that straight gut laugh of not expecting it, because there are a couple moments that are like jump scare laugh, but when I saw just the genuine build up of just this is Muffin as this character, and she is there to have fun, but she's not the Flamingo Queen, but she's a little Tucker. She's the type that can fall asleep Christmas Eve and wake up Christmas morning A-okay, as opposed to the kid that has to stay up until 4 a.m. waiting. So that gave me an honest, earnest chuckle. Greg, what was your favorite thing today?
Speaking of jump scare laughs, bingo exploding out from the presents.
Dude, it totally
just with the fact that I don't just binge the Christmas episode a million times.
Sure.
I had that pause and I was, where's Bingo? Why isn't Bingo in this scene? And then just 2 seconds later, BAM! It was just fantastic.
Oh, gosh. Love it. Okay, so with that being the case, there's a lot of people, doggos, in this episode. Mm-hmm. Who's your favorite character?
Gotta be Socks.
Yeah?
It's gotta be Socks. Just adorable. Mm-hmm. And that last scene at the end with the reindeer and just going up and just licking her little cousin's hand. I'm sorry that I hurt you.
You don't get a lot of Socks episodes.
Adorable. And how many chances am I going to have to say that Socks is my favorite character? So I'm saying it today.
Is Socks your buddy? Is that what's going to happen here? Not like your pal, but your buddy, tongue sticking out buddy?
Oh, okay. Buddy the Duck.
Anytime Socks is in the episode.
It's very possible. See, but who's your favorite character?
It is actually Muffin. Muffin is an honest-to-goodness kid that's excited about the holidays. She's asking about Santa. How's Santa going to get in the house? There's no chimney. That's an honest question. Through the veranda, which is kind of a cop-out, I think. I think I would have come up with something a little more... Santa sneaks through the back door kind of thing's a little just... Okay, cool.
Where would be better if there's no chimney?
Santa's magic. I don't know.
Well, yeah, that's how
Comes
we can
from
unlock
the
the door.
I want my kid to be afraid of the fridge. Like, there are options. But
Santa comes out of the fridge.
Yeah, nobody expects the fridge Santa.
Wow.
but Muffin is honestly like curious about Santa, wants to know more. Like, Bingo's there for fun. She's got her fidget spinner. Bluey's being a little cheeky, but I think Muffin is prime child experiencing Christmas mode, that she's not looking to get a lot. I don't know. That's my favorite character. So that's the way I gotta go.
So how do you rank this one?
I rank this one poor, and also we didn't mention when the door goes flinging open when they go to console Socks and teach the lesson. That's going to be the 15th groan from Classic Stripe, because when they open that door, also you hear him go, oh. So I think he wallops him with the front door. So I'm going to give a shout out to Stripe. 15 groans from Uncle Stripe on this Veranda Santa Day. How in the world? We're 52 episodes. 52 that we talked about this. Still somehow lasting with the whole hitting it at the year mark. How does Greg rank episode 52 Veranda Santa Bluey?
I rank this 1 season down, baby!
Oh my gosh.
We did it!
That was a marathon?
Season
and it was a blast.
1 over.
Hoofa doofa.
Thank you for going on this fun ride with us.
Yeah.
Plug-a-rooney time.
We're going to start season 2 probably in about 6 months. We're going to take a big break.
Whoa.
Nope.
You wish. At Watching Bluey on Twitter.
Yes.
At Watching Bluey Pod on TikTok.
We're still there.
WatchingBluey@gmail.com. Hit us up. Send us your takes and thoughts. Rate, review, subscribe as always. Get our merch. Get our Patreon.
Yeah, I need some stuff.
bit.ly/2BWBswag and 2BWBpet, respectively.
Yes.
Hey, hop on your Twitter or Facebook machines and vote. We're up to part 4.
Somehow.
Of the 2 Bandits Bluey bracket.
Yes.
So it should be up at this point now that you are hearing my voice. Vote for your favorite episode of the 4th part of the season.
Good luck.
We're going to have a mini break here, because the next 2 weeks we're not talking about episodes. This coming week we're going to be doing part 4, and then the week after that, likely will be the finale.
Oh, man.
The official
Bracketology.
season 1 Bluey bracket, which could get a little bit
dicey,
nuts, and we'll see what goes down.
Don't hit me with a stitch up on this one, bud.
We will see it. It'll be great. It'll be fun. But lastly,
yes, most importantly,
stay in your lane. If you need to celebrate Christmas all year round, check out the Christmas Shack with locations in Slacks Creek and Virginia, Queensland. They've got everything from fake trees, inflatables, ornaments, probably a Santa with a surfboard.
Yes.
We'll have to find out.
Oh, snow globes.
But if you want to find out, you've got to make sure that you go to christmasshack.com.au.
Yep.
There
There it is. Fake tree or real tree?
Fake tree.
That's okay. That's okay. No judgment. Do you do the spray? Pine Sol spray or whatever?
Ew, no.
Okay, just curious.
Gross.
Not Pine Sol, but...
So, also, I think Scooby-Doo would be the dog Jesus.
Scooby-Doo?
Yeah,
Like-
that's my take.
That book would be totally different.
It would be totally different, but for now, it's got to be done.
It's